welcome back to another vlog. So today I'm gonna do a question and answer time with me eating snacks from Aldi. So I went to Aldi the other day and wanted to see what sort of treats they have that are different to what we normally see in our Coles and Woolworths. And the variety wasn't as big as what I thought it would be, but I picked out 4 little treats here, so hopefully they taste good. And while I'm eating them, I'll answer some of the questions that come through. I put a question box on my Instagram stories to ask me anything at all, and I got a fair few questions, so thank you for sending in questions, whoever that was. Love that. It was all anonymous, so I don't know who these questions were from, but anyway, I wanted to get stuck into it, and I don't even know where I want to start with these treats, but let's go through them and see what I got. So obviously first you can see it's a mint cream biscuit, and I did work out, it looks like this Belmont brand is an Aldi brand. So these, I'm sort of guessing they're gonna taste the same as the mint biscuits that we all know. These ones are a little bit weird. They are wafers. They're knoppers or knoppers. I don't know. But I thought that was pretty cool because there's like 8 different packages. So they seem cool. And it looks like wafers, but it looks like there's a lot of stuff in there as well, sandwiched in there. Okay, next we've got Skadoos. These are button bix. So these are like biscuit thingies. It says crispy biscuits with a creamy caramel filling, milk chocolate and milk chocolate filled candy shells, which just look like Smarties or something like that. And then this one reminded me of those little Kinder chocolates, but this is cookies and milk mini bars, and they're singly packaged. And anyway, let's get stuck into it. I want to bring up the questions. All right, and I'll do them in order. I want to open up one of these while I'm looking at the first question. And the first question is a pretty simple one. It says, do you love your life? And yes, I love my life. Thank you for asking. I hope you love your life too. What's not to love? Like, you always just make the most of every day and make sure you are doing the things that make you happy. So if you're not happy, then, well, if I'm not happy, then I'll make myself happy. Make changes and whatever's needed to make me love my life. So thank you for that one. That's nice. I'm trying to think of, it's definitely crunchy. It's not as smooth as the Kinder chocolates, but it does remind me of our Kinder one. And it's crunchy. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, next question. When did you start lifting weights at the gym? So this hasn't been my whole life situation. I only entered the first ever gym in my life in 2016, and that was through, it was like a radio promotion thing where one of the breakfast crew guys wanted to start going to the gym and see what the hype was. So he put it out to his listeners, and we would call in and say, yeah, I'm interested, I'll do this whatever 4-week thing with you and attend the gym and see if we love it. I don't know, I think there was like 3 other people. So yeah, I was driving to one of my out of town jobs to just meet up with my staff and everything. So I was on a long drive, I heard this and I'm like, I'm just gonna ring. And I actually got in, so that was cool. So yeah, that's the way that I got in. It was, I don't normally talk with food in my mouth. That was really yummy, that chocolate, by the way. So we just went to the gym. I can't even remember how many times a week it was. But yeah, that was the first time. So 2016, that's when I started lifting weights, and I just never stopped from there. So that's when I started. What's the next question? And I'll open my next packet. What made you want to start your fitness journey? Well, I was always active, even though I didn't start the gym until 2016. I mean, I guess I was always conscious of my weight. I would always wake up early in the morning and go for like morning walks and that type of thing. And always sort of was conscious of what I was eating, even though before I started the gym, I wasn't in great shape at all. But I mean, I wasn't super obese or anything like that. I had some weight from having my kids, and yeah, that's pretty much where my weight come from, was from having my kids. So, I mean, I always wanted to do that, and then I thought, well, why not see what my potential was? These are cute. What my potential was if I went to the gym. So yeah, I was always interested, and then when that radio promotion come up, I'm like, yeah, this is my time to get into the gym and see if I like it. And then from there, obviously I loved it and just kept going with it. That caramel bit inside is like really like hard. Everything else is soft. That's really good. There were other flavors of this one too. I picked this one because it looked the cutest. Can you see the caramel? There you go. Okay, next question. How do you stay lifestyle lean when not in comp prep? I think that comes down to genetics. So I feel like I always look vascular and lean, especially in my upper body. And I mean, that's just my body. With what I consume, I am always conscious. Not today. I am always conscious in what I'm putting in my mouth, and I do get to a point if I am eating too much bad stuff that it makes me feel sick and I just have to stop anyway. So, I mean, I can overeat at meals, but then I'm not gonna overeat for a whole day and then days on end. So I sort of get my little fix like right now, and then I'm great for a week. But as far as what I actually do, which would be helping my daily routines. So in the morning, I wake up and go for a walk on the treadmill for like 30 minutes. It's not a fast super walk or anything like that. It's just a slow walk. But I feel like that wakes me up. If I don't do that in the morning, I feel like really lazy and can't get motivated and my brain doesn't work. So that's, I guess, for my mental health as well. It's not because I'm going to try and do steps because I need to lose weight or anything like that. It's just for my cardiovascular health and my brain to wake up. So I do that in the morning, or actually before that, I'll drink 600 ml of water straight up. I can scull that basically. And then I make another 600 ml with my supplements and take that for my walk on the treadmill. And I'll drink that in the half an hour. So I'm literally, when I wake up, have a liter of water straight up. During the week, Monday to Friday, I track all my meals. So I have calories, macros that I get from my coach, and I stick to that for the whole week. So Monday to Friday. And then on weekends, that's when I will not track my food. I won't go into my fitness pal, so it gives me a rest from having to log in the food and take all that extra time that it takes to prepare and weigh and all that sort of stuff. And then I just pretty much eat different types of food and everything on the weekends. So I think that helps me stay on track, and I like it that way because, I don't know, it might be just me, but I feel happier in myself knowing that I'm sticking to the plan, or my plan. Even in the off season, I'm sticking to the plan and I'm doing the best for my body. I literally, when I'm in off season and I'm tracking, I'm not starving or anything like that. I just want to make sure that I'm getting my protein, getting my fats, getting my carbs, getting all the things that I need, my fiber, not having so much sugar, all that sort of stuff. And I think that obviously helps. And once you have been doing it for years and years and years, it becomes like second nature, and it's just part of my day, and it doesn't really bother me. And having that rest from it on the weekend really helps, keeps me, feeling normal and not being the odd one out, going out with other people and not having to restrict myself. I also train 5 days a week and still have a plan from my coach. So moving my body, doing those heavy weightlifting sessions 5 days a week also helps. And then I also try and get at least 8,000 steps per day. So I think that answers the question. That's what I do. And I don't want to go way out and put heaps and heaps of weight on in my off season. That's not what I want to do. And to control that, I know that I have to stick to certain calories, and that's just what I want to do. And so that's how I stay lifestyle lean when not in comp prep. All right, leads on to the next question. What weight do you usually sit at when not in prep? And how much up from stage weight is it? All right, so I like to stay around 5, 6, 7 kilos above my stage weight. So right now I'm a couple of 100 grams off being 56 kilos, and my stage weight was around, let's say, just below 50 kilos, or it was around 50 kilos. So 6, 7 kilos above stage weight is what I want to stick to. That's where I feel my best. I just had to change a memory card because it was full. So where was I? What weight do I usually sit at when not in prep? And how much from, yeah, so I think I answered that already, but it's normally like 55, 56, 57 kilos in off season. And yeah, I don't have any desire to put on any more weight, and obviously I have control of that because it's technically what I eat, and I know that I will need to eat way more to put on more weight, and I mean, I don't really want to do that. So, all right, next question and next treat. The next question was, what's your stage weight and how tall are you? Yeah, so stage weight I think was about just below the 50. It's hard to gauge because in peak week there is the back end of the peak week where you start carving up, so your weight does go up. So I think my lowest, actually I do have it on recorded on my phone here. My lowest I think was around, say, the 48 kilo. It looks like the lowest I got was about 48.8 kilo, and that was the Thursday of peak week. And actually on show day I was 48.9 kilo. So that gives you an idea. And then I normally weigh in every Friday. I don't send that to my coach. I only check in with her every 4 weeks now. But my weigh-in for last Friday, which was 13 weeks out from comp, and that's 55.7 kilo. That's what I weighed. And that was also after that was post-op as well. So the Friday after my Monday op. Okay, where am I? Oh, and how tall am I? I'm 161 centimeters. You mean how short am I? Yeah, 161 centimeters. These taste exactly like those mint-sized biscuits, and I love them. I'm gonna get a bellyache. I can feel it starting. All right, how old are you? I am 42. I just had my birthday a couple of weeks ago, so yeah. Advice for first time FMG athlete. I've only done ICN and AMB and want to step into FMG, but worried about my age. Hey girl, don't worry about your age. I mean, first things first, it's gonna be fun, and if you want to have fun, go for it. Do it. Your age, so she's noted there that her age is 50, and that is fine. Like, even the international shows, they go up to those ages. So don't be worried about that. There's nothing wrong with going on stage at any time of your life. I would, yeah, if you want to challenge yourself and have fun, meet new people, you know, get a hobby as such. I know it's a very expensive hobby, but go for it. So the only things that I would note that are different is the way you're posing. It cut me off again, but I think where I was up to was once you get out of the posing style of the ICNs, because I started in ICNs as well, so it took a little bit to get out of that and like putting your arm on your hip and all that sort of stuff and standing there nice and still. Once you start posing and get out of that, the new style of posing, it's so fun, and you can show your personality and just be really like bubbly and happy and sexy and whatever else, whatever spin you want to put on it. It's so much fun. You'll fall in love with it, and I mean, that's a benefit. It is as expensive as what you want to make it. There are all the things like makeup, tan, bikinis, gowns, heels, the media night, photo shoots if you want to. If you don't live in the vicinity of that place, you have to fly accommodation. But I mean, that's all part of the fun. Like, don't let that stop you. And yeah, there are so many ladies of the same age on the stage. There's big lineups, even like plus 45s. So yeah, like, go for it. You'll have so much fun and you'll never want to go back. And even if you only do maybe one show a year, then it's very doable and you'll love it. I don't know what else to say to convince you. Okay, I mean, if you've done other federations before and all that sort of stuff, you know that you have to have your coach. You have to have a posing coach, you know, get yourself all prepared for it, but you'll love it. How do you structure your nutrition when not in prep? Okay. I think I touched on this before with I track my meals Monday to Friday and then not so much on the weekend. And as you see in my other vlogs, I pretty much have the same sort of meals every breakfast, every lunch, every snack, every pre-workout. My dinners are a little bit different because I try and fit in with the kids. But yeah, I normally have the same breakfast, which is a savory, eggs, muffins, avo, ham, tomato. I normally have that in the mornings, and then my lunch, I have what do I have? I have potato chips, chicken, and zucchini, and my pre-workouts are the same. I have a bagel with peanut butter powder and honey. Yeah, so like as I said, I track my meals Monday to Friday, so I know that I'm hitting all my targets for protein, fats, carbs, fiber, and then on the weekends, obviously I know that I still have to get the same amount of protein because I don't want to lack in that, and then my carbs and my sugars and that type of thing are much higher, and fats are much higher on the weekends. But I sort of stick around the 2,000 cal mark Monday to Friday, and then I know that I'm probably hitting like 3,000 cals Saturday and Sunday. So obviously that evens out over the week. So yeah, that's pretty much how I structure it. I mean, if I haven't gone into enough detail with that, let me know. Write more questions down in the comments. I'm happy to elaborate. I've been talking so much. I'm not trying out these. They definitely taste like the mint crisp biscuits. I feel like I'm gonna like ruin this while I'm trying to pull it apart. All right, cool. I've only got one more thing left to try, so let's do that. And I have run out of questions as well. So once again, thank you for the questions. Love them. Wow, this looks different. There we go. I'm not normally a fan of wafer, so we'll see what this tastes like. It looks very wafery. It's nice. It's chocolatey. And then that wafer on top is like a vanilla one, which that's why I'm not a fan of wafer. Do you remember the strawberry wafers? Ew, hated them. It's sweet. All right, let me rate these. I think this one's my favorite. I rate that at 8 out of 10. Remember, these are all from Aldi, so if you want them, you have to go to Aldi. This is my next favorite, and I rate that, I would say, a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for this one. I love how they're all separately packed, which is awesome. So these are obviously going to go in the kids' lunch boxes, but they all have like a separate little wrapper around them, except for these. These, love them, obviously. I rate them, although they weren't my favorite thing because I loved them, but I would rate them 8 out of 10. And then these are last. I mean, they're still good, but they have that wafer taste. So I would rate this 5 out of 10. Yeah, so that is pretty much all I have to say for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna probably go into a lazy state now and lay on the bed, attempt to do some study, and probably fall asleep because I'm like on a sugar high. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you love this video, and if you have any extra questions or if you want me to elaborate, happy to write any comments down below. And as for the next video, we'll see you again next week, same time on Tuesday. So thank you for watching. Love you guys. See you next time.